and will still say, this was their finest hour.
That's right, Churchill. Beautiful. Welcome back to another Mod Spotlight here on the channel today. Today, everybody, we're taking a look at Endsieg, or Endsieg. I don't know how to say it. But we're taking a look at this beautiful mod. So the mod creator, he came down from one of my comments on, I think, a Red World episode of the Confederacy. And he was like, hey, remember that historical Germany mod that you did way back when? Yeah, well, I'm the same mod developer, and I made a second mod kind of with that, and I want you to check it out. So I was like, sure, send me the link, and he did, and it's going to be some beautiful stuff. So we got two new scenarios that hopefully we're going to check out. We may not be able to check out 1945, but I will show you the screen. If you guys do remember the historical Germany mod Spotlight, then these two will look very familiar to you, 1944 and December of 1944. So let's go ahead and select 1943, and then I'll show you basically why the others will look so familiar to you. So this is 1943. Basically, Germany has just lost a lot of their key battles, and now the war is not going in their favor. The Soviets are pushing in. The Allies have just taken Sicily down here. I don't know why it lags so much when I go down to Sicily. Doesn't make sense, but they have just taken Sicily, and the United States, I believe, is now in the war. They've been in the war since 1941 against Japan. So, beautiful stuff. Let's go ahead and look at 1944. Of course, this is the regular start. If you guys do remember the historical Germany mod, this is the regular start for it, where Normandy has just happened, and it's going to be just downhill with Germany from there. Now we go into the 16th of December of 1944, and this is the Battle of the Bulge scenario right over here, the Battle of the Bulge. Germany's about to fall, but, you know, they still got a little bit of a fight left in them. And then in 1945, the 20th of March, Germany is seconds away from destruction. Beautiful stuff. So, let's go ahead and look at 1943, and this is going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to play anything here. We're going to be looking at it from an observer perspective. So we're going to start as the United States of America and look at things from there. So beautiful stuff is about to happen. So here we are. I do have debug on. So T debug. Let's go ahead and turn that off because that's annoying. And then let's go ahead and do observe. So this is now in observer mode. Now we are observing as the United States. We could still technically, I don't think we could do stuff unless we click on taking control of the United States. But now we can go ahead and look at all the research, all the things from every single perspective, and see how different this mod is from the good old vanilla. So we have 5 research slots as the United States in 1943. And as you can see, the research is very different. This is weapons and equipment, and as you can see, it goes for quite a while. The M1903 Springfield to the M1 Grand, all the way over to the M1 Thompson, into the M2 Carbine, and so on. It stops at the M2 Carbine except for the good old Improved Infantry Equipment 3. But then we have support equipment 4 days, which is great, and then we have some new hat tracks over here too, so that's always fun. Support battalions, as we could see here. There's another box down here. Mod developer, what do you want to do with this here box, man? I want to know, because this is a gigantic box just to, you know, not have anything. I think this might have been for the radio bit too, granted. So I don't know if you're fully wanting to do that, but if you are, if it's a little secret, let me know. But let's go ahead and continue. Armor here. Good old armored cars for a while. Then going into the tank engines. And then scooting on down here to the good old tanks. All of that's still the same. But all of this before is very, very different. Artillery. One of the coolest new things that we got here is early railway guns. So that is really cool. The Germans did use railway guns a ton. So that is very cool that you can implement that into the game. Very, very fun. Then we got land doctrines here. None of these should be different except for all of it up here. So that is very, very, very cool indeed. Naval. You know, all of this is good and proper. Not as far as vanilla, but it is very, very in-depth and you only have a little bit of research to choose from, which is surprising. There's not a lot of extras. Naval Doctrines, all the Naval Doctrines down here are the same, but all of the ones up here, of course, are not. If you did choose to go all the way down here, you could, but it always depends on you. Air, here we go. All the air here, beautiful, as always. One of the things that I do want to show to the mod creator here is right here. There's a little German picture here. Not exactly sure if you wanted that in there, so if you didn't, there's a German picture here, so I just wanted to let you know that. But besides that, everything else looks fantastic. Air Doctrines, the front bit here does look different, but here is still the same. So beautiful stuff. Engineering. This is the only bit down here. We got a little bit more decryption and encryption stuff, and then radio. So that's very good. Radar station. Radio. Man, I could barely read because this gigantic mic is right in front of me, so I do apologize. Synthetic oil, and then we got synthetic rubber as well, which is another good thing. So you can build rubber factories and oil. Very good. And you can also build bunkers in this. So, cool stuff. I do very much enjoy that. So, that is the United States. What we're going to do is we're going to continue time here for a little bit to get all of these damn things out of the way. Going to let it go for a good minute. And go ahead and, yep, yes, come on. Alright. There we go. We got all that out of the way. So let's go ahead and click on observer mode here and go over to good old Germany. Let's see what Germany's up to. You can see that they've made one gigantic line of troops, which I am very surprised of. Usually, at least for me, I would make multiple generals, multiple lines here. This would be very much in depth, but it is just one gigantic push, so I'm going to be surprised if they actually do attack right now. Did they do a whole ton? They have moved a lot of their troops away, but they looks to be still guarding a good bit. This would be a fun little thing to do an AI only on, so if you do want me to do that, please do let me know. Most of the research for Germany is still going to be the same as everybody else's, just with some unique equipment. So let's go ahead and look into here. You can see the MP38. And then we got the MP43 here, so that's some of the new things, some new half tracks there. This is all, I'm guessing, the same armor. I was about to say artillery. This is, the Germans' side, but everything above it is still the same. Artillery, still the same, even though they do have all their railway guns and things like that, so that is very cool indeed. Land Doctrines, if you come down here, that's all still the same. Naval, it's all basically the same, except for the different names and things like that. Naval Doctrines, all of that still the same, so beautiful stuff there. Air, now the German picture makes sense. And it does have a little bit of a name to it as well, so I do like that. And then you have all of the German planes and things, so that is very cool indeed. Air Doctrines, believe that's all the same as well. Engineering, all the same, so very, very cool indeed. And then industry, again, all the same. So the research is very cool, but it very minimal for what you have differently. So let's go ahead and look at the perspective of Germany here for a little bit of time. They called in Finland. Of course they would. I would think they would. The United States called in... the United Kingdom called in the United States. Now, I very much doubt. I'm guessing they're sending most of these troops over. To which front, though? I wish to know. Because I could see one of their things that they're wanting to do. What are they doing here? They're getting attacked, but they're also getting attacked here, and they're getting destroyed. Now, the Soviets are just going to be able to run over them. They're going to just destroy them. This is basically how Germany goes at, 1943 on. It's not really the best kind of time for them, and the Soviets are just gonna, just destroy them. The United Kingdom is pushed in Sicily. I did get an event here hopefully soon. We should see, as we can see, Mussolini here, democracy, or no, autocratic. Ooh, that's new. I like it. I like it a lot. That would be awesome. But I did get an event that Italy changed the democratic and ultimately changed from fighting the Allies to being allied to them and fighting against Germany. So we'll have to see if that actually happens here. You can see the United Kingdom. They're kind of defending themselves. It looks like Germany is sending basically almost all of their divisions out, which is very surprising. I'm sorry for all of this lag. I don't know why it's lagging so much here. That does not make any sense. Let's go ahead and continue. Let's go down to 2 speed just because it's lagging so much. It does not make sense. It's just little markers. If my computer couldn't run little markers, then I don't know what life has come to. What is this? It looks like the majority of them are getting... Yeah, they're getting attacked. My gosh, game. Why are you lagging so much? This does not make sense. They are getting attacked here and getting destroyed. It looks like, yes, the Soviets are pushing out of Leningrad now and really just wrecking house with them. Let's go ahead and look at a different one here. The United Kingdom. Oh, I right-clicked. Whoopsie. I apologize, United Kingdom. Let's go ahead and look at you and your beautiful research. Now, you should be well enough. I'm pretty sure the same. Except for your guns and things. Yes, yes. Beautiful stuff indeed. Now, if you guys do want me to be a particular country in this mod, please do let me know down in the comments section below. I'm pretty sure I already said it, but I do want to continue to remind you. Go down to that comment section. Tell me what country you want me to play as, and if you even do want me to play this mod, or if you do not. Cool, cool stuff indeed. Yeah, all of this still looks the same. Awesome. Let's go ahead and see what the United Kingdom is doing from their perspective here. Doesn't look like they're actually getting any invasion of Normandy, but it looks like they're mostly focusing on Italy. That's very surprising. They're trying to push over here, trying to take the last spot over here in Sicily. Are you good, game? My God. Let's just get out of Sicily. I do not know why the game is lagging so much by this point. It should not be, but it is taking a little bit of a hit. It's very weird because I'll run at like 70 frames out here, and then when I scoot in, I'll run at like 9. So I don't get why it happens like that, but do be expecting a lot of your strength out of your GPU to be taken into this mod because I have a monster one, and I'm surprised that it's lagging so badly for it. Let's go ahead and look at the Soviet Union here. Yeah, left click on them too. So they have just a little bit of a push. Not actually too bad. Honestly, I would have extended it all the way out because you do look to have the whole thing as part of one army. So, Soviet Union is looking fantastic. Let's see what they're doing now. They are wrecking house. Just destroying the Germans. Down south, the Germans aren't having a fun time. Their half-tracks and things aren't really getting the best out of them. This is something that will happen if you play as the Germans. Make sure you have a good bit of troops down here in the south, because if you do not, this will happen to you. The Soviets will try to wrap around you, and it'll be really swift by the time they do it. Because I was playing as Germany just for shits and gigs for a little bit of time, and they wrapped around me so quick, so be ready for it. Leningrad, just know that you will not be able to stop them. Oh my gosh, look at this one little German troop. He's going to go in and take Leningrad. He's going to do it all by himself. Here he comes. None of the Soviets are even paying attention. None of them. They're not even going back. Are you kidding? I want to see this happen. I want to see this happen. Come on. Go in there, little German, with your good old MP38. I believe that's what that is. Go in. Walk in. Come on. I want to see you take that Leningrad. Go. They did it. And oh, wow. Yeah, they fully surrounded these guys. They should be able to bust out, but for right now, these guys are completely stuck. That's about... It's about at least 20 to 30 divisions in there. At least 25 to 30 divisions in there that are about to be destroyed. Very, very soon. Wow. Go you, little trooper. Man. What a fight. So let's go ahead and look at all of the wars here, because there are a ton. Now, this is just what the Soviet Union is in. So let's go ahead and see. The German-Soviet War, this is the one that we want to know the most about. The Soviet Union starts out as a 38%. Now, surprisingly enough, they just took Leningrad, and it has not changed. So, we'll have to see what happens there. The Soviets are pushing into Finland a good bit. They have a lot of troops up here. Wow, there's a lot. Yeah, literally one guy has 455 divisions. He has all of them. All of them. Are they all over here too? Yeah. Well, they show a secondary troop, but they don't show it here. I wonder who that is. Very odd. Let's go ahead and look at Japan. Let's see how they're doing here. So let's go ahead and boop, boop, over to Japan. Oh, I clicked China. Whoopsie. Boop. To Japan. There we go. Beautiful stuff indeed. So Japan starts out actually in their own faction. They are not in the Axis powers at all. The Soviet Union does not have the Comintern, as you can so see. They do not even care. You could possibly get the Soviet Union to join the Allies, but that kind of depends on you. The Japanese are hoping to strike Hawaii, which is very surprising. They're hoping to strike basically everything. They got a lot of troops out in, you know, the fucking sea. And then they are fighting against the United States. That's their biggest fight. And, of course, they're fighting against the Chinese. So we'll have to see how that goes for them. Beautiful stuff indeed, though. They don't technically have a lot of troops on this border, which is very terrifying. I don't know why you would do that. You actually have a fallback line because you believe that you're not going to be able to win that. I would not do that, and I would also see that there's no Chinese troops here and just walk right in. Just start invading some stuff. So that's why playing as Japan is probably going to be the easiest for me, and it's going to be the funnest for me. It's just because you're not immediately going to have to think about how am I going to die, because the Soviet Union is pushing in like mad. The United States is getting into Italy. You're kind of fucked as the Germans, so that's why I'm kind of leaning against playing as the Germans. But, of course, if you guys do still want me to play as the Germans, please do let me know. But I would love to play as Japan. I think that would be a lot of fun. Look at, oh my gosh, look at all of these. Have they hit any of these islands yet? It doesn't even look like it, no. Wow, surprising. Very, very surprising. They need to push over here. They took all of their troops out, and I'm very surprised that they did that. The Chinese are pushing into good old Indochina, which I'm very surprised by that. A lot of these troops are not up defending or / attacking the Japanese right now. Oh, okay. Good old flickering flags bug there. Yeah, so the Japanese are attacking here. They're attacking only in small spots. They don't have a lot of troops actually here. It looks like they're getting a little bit more, but they don't have a ton. They're mostly worried about invading the United States territories, which is very surprising to me. 24 against 9. Yeah, the Japanese Navy is going to be very big for us if we do play as the Japanese, but we, of course, we don't have to. That's 25 divisions just sitting in individual islands here. Wow. Japan, you guys are nuts. You guys are ready to start these invasions. It looks like one of them is starting over all the way over here. And that's the only one that has started. Ugh. So where are those troops at? It looks like they already kind of dipped. Yeah, there they are. They're coming. Wow. This is surprising. Yeah, they're going to land right there. Oh, this is Free France controlled. No, they're going to come around. Yeah, they are. They're going to come around and land directly at the port. That's... Honestly, the AI does that all the time. I don't get it. The AI kind of in this game is broken, really. They should really kind of fix the AI in the base game. It's very easy to play against the AI, but granted, in a mod like this, it's going to be very difficult, because if you're trying to play as the Germans, you're going to get screwed. Surprisingly enough, they still hold on to Leningrad. They've lost a lot down here in the south, but they're holding in the north, which is very, very surprising. Now, if we look over here in the German side, They don't have any manpower. That is the worst thing for them at the moment. And that was what kind of screwed us in playing the historical Germany, is Germany doesn't have any other manpower left. Like, they get this little bit, but it automatically gets used to all the divisions they have. And that kind of screws them. That screws them bad in the end. So, yeah, they're losing a lot of these fights here. A lot of them. They still hold Leningrad, and they still got a decent amount of troops here. If anything, I would start to push up in the north if you could. Try to get an alternate way that you can get to Moscow, because if you could just continue to hold in that little bit here and just push to Moscow by the north, I mean, yeah, they have a lot of troops here. They got a good bit of troops right here. But at least for this little bit of area, you can walk some troops in there. You can try to get a counterattack going. For Germany, you could win. It's just going to be very difficult to win. It's going to be very, very difficult to win. So please put your votes up in the comment section below. Who do we play as? Don't worry, Red World and all that is still going to be coming out. I still very much want to play Red World, but it looks like the main aggressor in this mod, of course, is going to be the Allies. But the secondary aggressor to me that actually might have the best chance of succeeding is Japan. I mean, you could still take over Australia like this, even though you're attacking the United States. You have a damn bit of control of a lot of the islands. You can take care of, you know, the biggest nations down here, and then you need to look just to the United States. The good thing about this is the only ones that you really have to fear is maybe some of the British Navy, the Australian Navy, which I wouldn't even think would be that high, the United States Navy, which you're basically decimating in right now, and all you have to do is just start invading their islands. And then turn your attention towards the Chinese, destroy the Chinese front, take all of their land, and then you're golden. You know, you're at war with the Soviet Union. Let's see, are you? I don't know why it always... Oh, because that's technically Chinese-controlled territory. Got it. Yeah, you're not even at war with the Soviet Union because you didn't join the Axis powers. So you don't even have to worry about the Soviet Union on your back. All you have to worry about is the Chinese and the United States. That's all you have to worry about. So that's my kind of like, hey, you know, we could do it this way. But do put down in the comment section below whatever country you want to play. Even if it's China, we can play as China and just watch as, you know, Germany gets destroyed. This is going to be probably one of the coolest mods to play. Of course, you know, Red World and all that, it's still going to be continuing, but I do want to know from you guys, what would you like to see? Or would you just like to see an AI only? See what the AI can do? So, please, put it down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video if you did enjoy it. This was a really good mod spotlight. This mod has a lot of potential. I'm really going to watch this as it develops. I think it's going to be really, really fun. I hope the mod developers continue to stay in touch with me, give me updates on how everything is going, and then, you know, if I do have any questions, I hope they get that back to me very, very soon. But this mod is awesome. This mod is really cool. I loved Historical Germany. I loved that mod, and this mod just gives me more ways to fuck up. Because if I'm going to play as Germany, I'm going to die, but I'm going to try my hardest. I can do it. I believe in us. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like down below. Go down to the description and get into that beautiful, beautiful little Discord there, and you can chat to me directly about your ideas, who you want me to play as, blah, 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 blah. You can talk to my fans. It's going to be very, very good, very fun stuff. I'm thinking about doing some multiplayers here in the near future, so if you do want to be involved with that, if you have Hearts of Iron 4, go and join the Discord. It's going to be a very fun time. Make sure you subscribe to see more, because we're going to be playing a lot more Red World. Hopefully this mod. We're going to be playing some more PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, Glenn Games signing off as always. Everyone, take care.